Yo, we back. Okay. Bro, okay, I can't watch that video anymore. Yeah, they're listening. Bro, I don't know. Just like everything's copyrighted. I can't react to videos on live. Bro. Yo, we back. Okay. Bro. That's so annoying. They don't like you talking about vaccine. No, I think it's just the copyright. It's just an automatic thing. It wasn't anyone like it's not like actual anyone's what the hell is this, bro? Live and unedited surgery for carpal tunnel syndrome. What? How is that allowed? Okay, all these videos are gonna be copyrighted, most likely, except maybe. Oh, actually, I want to watch this guy. Wait, not this guy. This one. Epitome of health. Yeah, you should eat more eggs. Just don't eat the whites. Bro, Face IQ destroyed Hair Cafe. Let's see if I get copyrighted on this. Good morning, bro. Good night.
I was dying of multiple myeloma and stomach cancer, and I decided that I was just not going to live through it again because it was very painful. So I ate the raw meat to myself, and it did just the opposite. It invigorated me for the first time in my life. I have not exercised in 21 and a half years.
Two 32 out of 240 people with cancer successfully through his waist. Damn. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that Arjun's claims which is like can't be true. Like, it's very unlikely. And there's no evidence for. Dragos is homeless maxing, actually. Oh yeah, there's like five different anti-nutrients in the whites which like bind to protein absorption, enzymes and stuff. Are you gonna march for Australia? You mean on Sunday? I actually might go there. Not because I actually think there's hope, but just an excuse to be racist. I agree, Fazeco is right in the debate with Hair Cafe, but I don't like how he's been responding to him. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Bro, I hope I don't get copyrighted on this too. Oh, I can't get on my live. I want to watch chat. Let me in, please. Wait, hold on. Face like you. Finally, bro. He made a low quality stream reaction and now refuses to make a follow up to Hair Cafe's recent response saying, if you believe Hair Cafe, then go ahead. Wait, what? Yeah, I saw his reaction where he was just streaming. Um, refuses to make a follow up to Hair Cafe's recent response. I didn't see his recent response though. He's like editor wild though. Yeah. Egg yolk has the protein or does whites have it? The white has some, but the protein is what like is the anti-nutrients like evident. The protein in the whites bind biotin and also inhibit trypsin. Yeah. Roast the part two first. Nah. Wait, what? What do you mean? Mason, bro. Face IQ just speaks raw facts and most individual hated the truth. Yeah. It's on his community posts. I didn't see. I'm not in his community anymore. 4 months ago when you were baptized by an... I wasn't baptized by an Asian. I don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck? Bro, that's crazy though. Look at that. This chat is so cringe. Yeah, I know. Yeah. 271k. Bro just found out about that like 1 month ago. Who is this guy? Wait, hold on. It's just Mason, yeah. Yeah. Wow. There's no hope. Imagine being black-pilled. Okay. Your profile can tell about yourself. Okay, I'm not in chat anymore. Five years on a raw animal-based diet. Wow, that's good. Still has acne scars though. Looks better though. Primal Deer. Bro, did you guys see the AI TikTok made of this girl? Hold on, let me try and pull it up. Wait, I'll find it on my phone. Wait, no, I can find it on here. As long as I have logged in on here. Yeah, I have. Bro, this shit is funny. Hold on, have you guys seen this? Let me just go through my favorites. You guys are gonna see my cringe favorites. Oh, it's mostly me though. That's good. Otherwise, it would be hella cringe shit. Let me find this. This shit is. Yeah, here, bro. Look at this shit. Oh my god, why can't I click on it? Bro, what? Oh, here we go. Influencer. Have you guys seen this? Did you go since started eating raw? Like 1 centimeter.
Imagine being a female carnivore diet influencer. Every day you post 5 videos of you eating meat, raw meat. On the other side of the screen, there's
a guy eating his meat.
But that's besides the point. A while back, you posted a video where you were eating raw chicken with the caption, "If raw chicken is so dangerous, why do I feel so good?" You didn't post for 3 weeks after that, but made the best comeback ever when you posted a video of you sitting in a shed with 5 innocent lambs. Caption,
bro, this is just some guy who makes music, and he's just promoting. He just makes random AI videos of people. And he just did this about Primal Deer.
But a few other noteworthy mentions are when you said dinosaurs never existed, or tap water makes people gay and autistic, but to know that requires
elite ball knowledge. And then he just tells the... Oh my, bro, this is insane. Look. Wait, something went wrong. What? Kill yourself. Look, this guy just... Wait, what does he actually sell? He just sells clothes. Oh, it's not music. Sorry, it's clothing brand. Elite ball knowledge. Yeah, that's fire. That's actually W marketing. Holy shit. He has 500k? Hey, what's up, guys? No, I'm not gonna make it Joy. He's based, yeah.
It's hard being an Algerian.
Nah, he's not based, but he's funny as fuck. Alright, let's keep going. Look, it looks beautiful. Bro, he's trying to hit up Alyssa. Santa Luca on something. I was really trying to get ins with Alyssa. Bro, actually, what is this pick me dance, bro? Why do people do this? Raja. That guy's cringe as hell, not gonna lie.
is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to
Bro, he was like 14.
knows, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act. Head up, that's a fact. Never looking back. I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong. Always moving on. Feel I don't belong. Tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best. Die with no regrets. Live with every breath. See my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams. Then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems. Try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's. I just wanna keep
Oh, Duro, bro, I've been following Duro since her Cooked Carnival days. She had a crazy glow up. And now she's dating Alex, Roll Return, and they have a school community, which is fire. And she's fine as hell. Blue light in a dark room, yeah, I'm fucked, bro. Hold on. My freaking glasses, so I can show you guys that I actually listen, do what I preach, practice what I preach. Fruits are man-made sugar bombs. Yeah, that's so true, honestly. Martial arts plus carnival can go far. Yeah. Yeah, bro, she looks so good. Damn. How old is her mom? 56? That's crazy, bro. She looks like 40, 35. Damn. Strong nails. Yeah, I have nails like that too when I grow them. What's a cantaloupe? Bro, it's just fruit. It doesn't have any benefits. Oliver. Who's Oliver? I don't know who Oliver is. What is your opinion on Jim? Not very good. Bro, half these people I've never seen before. Nice, that looks good. Drinking raw milk right now? Nice, bro, fire.
So here we have a roll.
Yeah, you got a girlfriend now too, but why does he get one?
So here we have a roll.
Told him before he didn't interview with me and he's very
Zero
bro.
mistake.
Okay, so Drago, just give us a huge bite. There we go. Nice.
What did you eat today?
A little small.
In the morning I had a steak, a rump, and then a bunch of raw butter, and like a glass of raw milk, and then remember Saul, Alex's brother? No. And then I had like Tora, I had sashimi, bluefin tuna, and also some ground beef, and then I had steak tartare with raw butter. Like I haven't had organs for a while. I mean, I will like tomorrow because I bought brain, but it's frozen. It's so bullshit, bro. Like I keep asking for it fresh and they never give it to me. Oh, wait, this guy? Oh, this guy follows me. This guy's on Primal? I didn't know that. Yo, Timmy, if you're watching, that's fire. Oh shit, I haven't seen this video of him, bro. What the hell? That's fire. That's how you get his glove. But you get raw milk? Gatekeeping, bro. There's modeling too. It's crazy. Bro, this guy didn't put me in. Hold on. Let me watch part 1. Holy ego. Someone's gonna say holy ego after that. Would you eat like a kilo of meat a day?
Like in real life. The video of
Not
myself
quite.
since
Actually,
second
yeah,
grade, it's like
probably more actually.
2006, so in 6 years. A lot of YouTube videos and read a lot about the sun. A lot. And the personal thing, whether you take it
Opinion on
seriously.
polygamy, shit.
It's up
Another one
to
of your
you.
Asian mates, I'm guessing. What? What are you talking about? Is milk from a half grass-fed, grain-fed cow much worse than in the grass? Bro, I wouldn't know, honestly. Oh, there you go. Yeah, nice. Bro, are they gonna? Is he gonna say he looks better? Nah, he looks shit now. Well, realistically, it's just the camera. Because he used to, when people say he got a glow down from 6 years ago, I can understand why they say that, but like realistically, he's filming from a wide angle here. Someone else is filming, and then
feel like I'm the
here he's holding it at a fish lens right at his face. Jack Crew sunglasses, yeah.
happiest human being on earth. The euphoria that I feel is
So like his skin tone
indescribable.
is like very, like the angle is very different. The acid incident still boggles me, but Go just still speaks the truth though. Bro, who cares about the acid incident,
I
honestly?
don't believe
I would
that
do the
you
same
can
thing.
even be happier than this
Thoughts on video
as a
games?
human being. But even if you
It's just
could,
imitating hunting,
This
obviously, but I do it. Like, I play with Clash Royale and shit.
Besides the herbicides, the sausages oftentimes are filled is made out of 100% meat.
First, you should keep in mind that if you want to do the
Damn.
muscle up, first you want to be able to do at least 10 pull-ups.
Munching on bread? Hell no. Grain sludge, bro. Peasant food. Oh, Alex is in this one. Yeah, nice. Yeah, fire. Solar Youth. Hold on. Let me go back. Because the cameras are not too accurate. Yeah, well, he's older, obviously. He's like 6 years older, but yeah, like, not that it's not accurate, but like, he was being filmed from quite far away, like a better angle and in better lighting. And then most of his videos now, he's like sweating from, because he's in the tropics now. He's like sweating and in the sunlight directly, which like kind of sometimes makes your skin texture look worse. And I mean, hold on, let me go back though. Yeah, like it's not like his skin texture's bad.
human being. But even if you could,
Pesticides and herbicides.
Yeah, I
sauce-
mean it's just the angle really. I'm not like a Glottis Glazer though or anything. From all ground beef in UK. Yeah, if I'm going overseas, I'm not gonna buy shit from the supermarket, bro. Doesn't Ghost live in Australia? He might actually. I've seen him use the Australian currency, but I doubt he would live here. I think he would live in Papua New Guinea either. I mean, actually, rather. Yeah, the meat in Australia is fine from the supermarket, but not in the UK, obviously. Bro, that looks good. That looks nice. Literally just content. I'm finally facing it all. Fearless. Purpose. That's insane, bro. That's an insane amount of muscle. For no gym. Hey, well, he says no gym, but like, he probably did calisthenics, realistically. Different countries have different microbiomes, but that doesn't matter. I don't think that's true though. Like, different, you could argue different races, but I don't think it's actually the country. The bacteria doesn't give you food poisoning. Oh, wait, you mean this guy? This Oliver? This is Oliver, right? Yeah, I've seen this guy. He was fire. This guy was tough. This is his brother, right? Face IQ physique without gym? Yeah, it's pretty good. This is the best one by far. Well, this came from Vegan Heights? Yeah, I know. Yeah, most of these people were vegan. He looks like average now, I would say. Or like, yeah, he looks like average, like decent looking. And he was like crazy, like, yeah, he was crazy malnourished and shit. That's insane, bro. Like narrow skull, no eyebrows. Lucky to have good meat here in Australia. Yeah, I know. It's pretty good. Face IQ's physique is not good. What do you mean it is good? Oh, and the clavicles as well. Look at the clavicle growth. From that. Yeah, that's insane. You didn't see the Lyme disease video of Face IQ, his physique is buns? I saw a video where he was taking a video with his phone like this. Like, oh wait, no. Yeah, it might have been with his phone. He was doing like a what I eat in a day, and he was showing his physique, and he looked pretty good. He looked pretty good. Solius doesn't look healthy still, in my opinion. Well, he didn't develop well. He looks healthy, like he has a tan, no acne, good skin quality. He's just is bulky because he used to go to the gym. Bro, his hair looks so good here. What the hell? Yeah. Cold approaching Sheila's new video. What? Explain yourself. Please elaborate. Bro, is that a what animal is this from? Because I can't get bone marrow like that. Like big femur bones. First he lost body fat after he took that antibiotic. I don't know why he took that antibiotic. It's a new one, like 1 year ago he was on an antibiotic because of Lyme disease. He had a farm like physique. That's 1 year ago though. His face a bit round, his development isn't the best. Yeah, but you gotta give him credit for that. Like he was well below average, like maybe a sub 5 face, like sub 5%, and then he's like average or even above now. It's future wife right there. This girl does not look good, bro. What do you mean? For me, I just can't handle the texture of raw cooked liver. I mainly eat right now raw muscle meats, but I try to make raw milk and liver smoothies. Yeah, bro, if you just eat like a little bit of liver and mostly muscle meat, you can like, you'll start to get used to the liver, like start to crave it. Face like he was 6'5", yeah. He has a good physique for 6'5", and his skull is enormous. Is that oval? Yeah, that's bullshit. His strong jaw. Bro, her jaw didn't change. Is this guy serious? Her jaw didn't change at all. What's good, bro? Basically, he was a big frame for his height. Yeah, I know. Why am I celibate? Because I have high standards and hypergamy. But this girl looks really good. Yeah, Face IQ drank raw milk as a kid, so he's pretty well developed. The only major flaw is his canter tilt. B's true cell? Yeah, I'm a true cell, bro. Raw liver takes a lot to get used to. You can eat it with it, capers and other things. Just eat like a little piece like this, and then you'll eventually crave it. How tall am I? 6 foot. Bro, what do you mean voice cell? Wait, did you say voice cell? No, vol cell. Yeah, I was just whispering, that's why. Wait, let's see before though. Oh, there's no before, okay. Bro, this is like... She looks insanely good, honestly. How much do you pay for raw milk? I heard you pay a lot. Yeah, I pay like $14, like $7 a liter. Can you say Slava Ukraine for net? Okay, Slava Ukraine. That's cringe as hell, bro. Bro, wait. He was looking like an average guy, slightly better than average. Yeah, bro. Nicodem ate raw liver and drank raw milk as a kid, bro. Yeah, Cleopatra's. It's total Chad. Yeah, bro. This guy's talking about taking growth hormone as well, which is the funny thing. He's literally like not 90% harmony with, okay, maybe not 90%, like 75. And then like insane like Chad level bone mass, enormous skull. Like this guy's like well above a 7 out of 10 for €1.20. Yeah, I know, it's insane. I might get a local farmer's source for cheaper though. Me and the primal buds. Holy shit, bro. Look at the mug. Look at the brow ridge, bro. Neanderthal brow ridge. Let's go. Oh wait, I'm gonna hit him up for part 3. He said if you want to be included in future vids. I'll just DM him. Alright, bro. What do we watch next? Building your house in the forest from nothing?
Yo, what's
Yes,
up,
bro,
guys?
let's do
Drago here.
this.
I'm in the forest with a friend of mine.
I want to
He's
do
the
this,
best
bro.
engineer in the world, and today he's gonna
Do your
help
face
me
bones keep
build a
growing after
house right here
16?
as an architect.
Barely. Only the mandible and the frontal bone, basically. And zygos. Actually, not even zygos. Just the mandible and the
And
frontal
we're
bone.
gonna build a
It's
house in
over.
the forest here because
Friends have bought raw
in the
milk at the
summer,
local
I spent
supermarkets.
all my
Literally sold
summer
for consumption
basically
too. Yeah, that's
just
lucky
sleeping
as
in the
fuck.
forest here with the tent. But now there's a
It's like
problem.
buying drugs.
It's the winter is coming and I can't sleep anymore in the forest. Okay, I can't be a caveman anymore, so I gotta build a house in the forest here so I can
Is eating raw
also
meat
stay at
actually
night.
good for
So
you?
that's what we're gonna do in the video.
Yeah,
Not
of
actually
course.
gonna build
Would
a
you want to
house
spear a
in the forest.
kangaroo? Yeah,
Right now
I've
it's
tried to
just
shoot
the
kangaroos,
beginning.
but it's hard.
We're gonna, yeah, we're gonna
I'm getting a new
basically
bow.
plan.
Actually, let me show you the bow I'm getting, guys. I haven't bought it because I'm a money cell right now. I don't want to spend all my savings right now. Semi Polaris. Huh, what's that? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. This is pretty cheap. £45? What? I want a £50. I swear they had a £50. £55. Here we go. What? Where's the £55? What? Bro. Thoughts on hard maxing? Yeah, I'm all for it, bro. Do it. £45. It's so light, bro. You eat raw kangaroo? Yeah. It's super lean though. They don't sell the tail or anything, so it's all lean. They don't sell organs or anything either. What's my clash deck? Expo 3.0. Should we watch Face IQ react to Hair Cafe reacting to Face IQ? Let's do it. I'm incredibly boring. Okay, then leave, bro.
Diabetes. Even though a carnivore diet, to be fair, even though it's not optimal, is actually reverses diabetes when you stop
Fucking leave then, man. Why would you leave a comment like that, honestly?
Some people would sell snow to a snowman.
Magikarp, W Ice Wiz, and Goldenite.
Not us.
Go
We
off the
don't
cycle,
believe in
yeah.
selling you what you
Nah,
don't
that's
need.
just.
Well, he's not
Correct.
looking at the whole chart. Loss of this gene plus red meat consumption leads not only to diabetes, but also to inflammation and atherosclerosis.
Choose right. Oh, okay. I'm actually an idiot. Wait, why is it on left-handed? Okay, there we go. Why was it on left-handed? Honestly, I didn't see that. That's dumb. Okay. Thanks, bro.
Does he know what diabetes is and how it's diagnosed and how it's caused?
I do
What
Electrospirit.
causes diabetes?
Make a Clash
It
Clan?
can
Nah.
really depend on your
Nah,
metabolic
bro. I'm not
process. Do you
about
eat
that.
Sugar with that red meat, or is it only red meat?
I just eat it. I mean, I just play it.
Just
to
destitute
cope.
of a brain. This guy. Seriously. Wow.
Chart. Loss of this gene plus red meat consumption leads not only to diabetes, but also to
It leads to. That's a cause and effect inference. You're saying in all people it would cause that.
Bro, Hair Cafe is so dumb. He keeps
Wow.
saying associations
Wow.
report on risk. Have
I
you
do
made
not
any
believe
money off
people thought
YouTube?
this was a
Yeah,
good
a
video.
little bit.
Seriously. I guess whoever has the last word seems to be correct with these things, which is why we need a debate.
Wait, I want to see what videos Hair Cafe actually makes. Like other videos. I wonder if he makes other videos. Except face it. Okay, well, let's watch this, and I might be able
Welcome
to
back
debunk
to the
this.
Hair Cafe Cinematic
I can
Universe.
debunk this, maybe.
Remember, a finasteride a day
Play
keeps
the
the
cope?
hair
Yeah, I know.
transplant doctor away. So, do any of you guys remember
Wait,
the video I made about a
does this
month
guy-
ago where I
this guy might have
responded
a
to Face
copyright
IQ,
on his
who
video.
himself responded to one of my
Hope not.
videos where I criticized the carnivore diet? Well,
Holy
he's
shit.
now back with a new response because I guess he can't just let this thing go. Now, I knew
Why would
this
you
video
let
was
it go?
coming because one of my viewers told me that Face IQ had created a community post where he announced that he wasn't just making a video. No, he was going to make a video that was going to be one of the highest effort videos on his entire channel. That was over 4 weeks ago, so my expectations were that his video was going to be of extremely high quality with high production.
Yeah, bro, that was low effort as shit. Volume up of the
values,
video
and
or
of course,
what?
most importantly, is going to be backed by
Or of my mic?
evidence-based
You're
scientific
not boring,
research,
I'm
but
screwed, I have a lot
I
of
have
demons I
never
need to
been more
face.
wrong before in my
Bro,
entire
I don't
life.
care.
This is very
You just
boring, to me,
leave.
honestly.
After watching the video, it is obvious that Face IQ did not want to make
Or
this
should I
video,
turn up the
and
video?
the only reason he did so was because he felt peer pressure from his viewers who kept asking him over and over again when the video was coming out. So, after
This
weeks
guy
of
doesn't even look bad for his
preparation,
age. How old is he? Yeah, the video. Okay, I'll turn up the video. Kevin Mann. $49.
hype, what did Face
Yeah, but he takes a lot of drugs, so
IQ actually deliver?
I think it's only the hair, not gonna lie. He doesn't look that good. I mean, yeah, actually doesn't look bad for his age. Am I going to schoolies? No. I don't go to school, bro. He disliked the comment. What comment? Yeah, I'll turn the video up. Hold on. Alright, just someone told me my mic was too loud, so I turned the video. I mean, the video was too loud, so I turned it down.
Well, it's just another lazy live stream like his first response.
Wait, hold on. What did someone say? I've got like liver in my fridge for more than a week and I'm still gonna eat it. Yeah, bro, I eat higher
Video,
liver.
although this time
I
he
eat higher
came more
liver.
prepared since he
So,
brings up a minimal amount
can
of
you
scientific
high up the volume
research
of
of his
everything? Okay, bro, fine. Sure. Yeah. It's gonna
own
be
in
cool
an
to watch
attempt to
Marcus,
debunk
but
me.
nice.
But he doesn't even get through my
But I'm
entire
boring.
video. He quits about a third of the way through it.
How is he
he
vegan
says
with
in
no
the video
eyebacks?
that
Yeah, I
he's
don't
very
know, bro.
tired,
I
and I
think he wears
believe him
makeup.
because his whole attempt at a response is very low energy.
No, actually, leave. This is a boring stream. This is really fucking boring. I don't feel good right now. I'm
Bro, who cares if it was a low effort thing? Just
Tired?
respond to the point.
He skips large segments of my video, including important points about the nutritional deficiencies of an all-meat diet, as well as the health benefits of the
What nutritional deficiencies? Name one. Acts around the same age as Contrarian. What's... Wait, he looks around the same age. What's Contrarian? I forgot.
chemicals.
Okay, which volume is too loud and which... Bro, okay, let me just watch my own stream. Hold on. Let me just watch it. And I can see what's too loud and what's not. Because you guys are giving me mixed signals, bro. I forgot.
Chemicals.
Okay, which volume is too loud and which... Bro, okay, let me just...
Chemicals.
Okay. What's... Bro, it seems good. I don't... Use autotune? Why? Watch the whole vid and he did have some debunks. I mean...
Found in plants.
Sure.
Yeah.
We
There you
never
are,
did this in
guys.
Asia, bro.
Maybe we could skip ahead.
You're stupid. Ian the ginger
that
guy
doesn't
who
mean
almost
it's not the point.
cried.
Yeah, I think I'm done
Oh
with this
yeah,
video.
yeah.
I think I'm done with this video.
Yeah, I mean Ian is 23.
He skips over the point I made that the Inuits live on the verge of scurvy and actually get their vitamin C not from meat, but from algae, and they even grow a plant designed specifically to treat scurvy called scurvy grass. He also skips entirely the part of the video
don't
on
do that.
AGEs, which are toxic substances that are much more prevalent in meat than they are in plants. So
Yeah, when you cook it, this guy's an idiot, bro. It's not in meat. It's in cooked meat. Be careful, Hair Cafe might see this and might... Yeah, I'll be fine, bro.
he doesn't even bother responding to most of my points, which I'm actually grateful for, I have to be honest, because it makes this video I'm doing now much easier, not to mention a lot shorter. So he starts out being pretty civil like he did in the first video, but as the video gradually goes on, you can tell
why
that
are
he's
you
starting to
asking me how
lose
to
his
talk to your
cool,
mom?
and he makes a lot of personal attacks against me, which gives me a good opening to blame it on his diet, since he constantly blames my demeanor on my diet, but I'm not going to do that. He also
Yeah, I mean, Like, you're really
Also
emotional for no
frequently
reason.
misrepresents me as defending a vegan diet
Like, look at him, bro. He's so angry.
in this video, which I wasn't. I was defending an omnivorous diet, but he brings up the vegan straw man more time, but we're not going to do that. He also frequently misrepresents me as defending a vegan diet in this video, which I wasn't. I was defending an omnivorous diet, but he brings up the vegan straw man more times than I can count, so I'll go ahead and just ignore all that too. He repeatedly says he's bored throughout the stream, and he even encourages his viewers to leave the stream at several points in the video.
This is extremely boring for me. I won't lie. Like, people
Yeah, because his viewers were complaining.
think that he actually debunked me, which we'll get into this stuff. Hopefully, I think it'll pick up.
Why so sassy with
This
your
is
viewers?
just boring as fuck because it's about the
Because-
definition of a carnivore.
I don't know, bro.
Guys, no, you guys
It's
can
just
leave
clip-
the stream.
clip
This is
farming off
boring
now.
as fuck.
What do you think
okay?
about
I would
Mongolians?
much rather be doing face ratings.
I don't.
I would much rather be
care.
doing anything else, okay? But no, we don't get to do that. We have to review this now. Okay? Honestly, please leave the stream. Don't even fucking watch this.
Face IQ. If
But he's just
you
clip
don't want to
farming.
do a response video to me, then don't. No one forced you to
Him and
respond to
Ian,
my
yeah,
video.
but they're
But
exactly the
if you're
same.
going to respond, then you shouldn't have just given a half-hearted effort, because that made it especially easy for me to come back and explain once again why you're completely wrong, which brings us to the exact same spot we were in before. So, as you might expect, I still disagree with Face IQ that the
Sometimes
carnivore
people
diet is
know
the
that.
most natural or healthiest diet. I'm not going to go through his whole video, but I'll just go ahead and comment on the highlights or lowlights, and I'll tell you why I think he's still wrong. So, one of the really annoying things about Face IQ's original response was that he kept saying throughout the entire video that prehistoric human species that lived before the appearance of Homo sapiens were not human beings. Every time I talked about a human ancestor, he'd say that's not a human. Let's begin with number 10. Number 10 is the fact that plants have been a major part of the diet of humans throughout their entire existence
He said it wasn't Homo sapiens.
at every time period and at every
He
location they've
corrected
ever
himself.
Is this supposed to be a human or?
What do you care about?
Yes, it is.
Not what I think about Mongolians.
That is an illustration.
Yep, I will admit.
What was the
I
video when talking? Okay,
was kind
sure.
of not confused.
I'll just turn up my mic because I'm like sitting kind of far from it. Wait, I can turn up here. Come on. No, it's already up. I'll just turn it up a bit more. Or lower the video. Someone said it was all too loud, so I'll just lower the video a bit more. Alright.
Confusing because I obviously understand that hominids are still humans and such. I was referring though to Homo sapiens
Bro,
sapiens or
you-
current
why are you telling me? Why are you? Okay, bro. You literally asked my opinion on Mongolians. Okay, fine. My opinion is they're pretty high tests for Asians.
speciation.
To
I
imitate
don't really
French.
think
Yeah,
anyone
I know,
should care
bro.
about anything else about our current species and what our current species eats.
Of a human.
Go mainstream.
terms of
This is still
relating to
niche.
what
Yeah, I don't
our
care,
current
bro. I
species
don't
should
wanna go
eat.
mainstream.
So Face IQ fortunately concedes in the live
Rank the race doesn't do a phonology reading. Hell nah.
stream that he was
Wait, phrenology. What is that? What's
wrong about the
phrenology?
definition of a human,
You mean
and he clarifies that he meant
phenology? I don't
Homo
know what that
sapiens.
is.
So, good. That's one semantic problem he clears up at the beginning, and props to him for doing so, because we are living in the era where people would rather literally die than admit they're wrong about anything. So this did take some guts from Face IQ, so no big deal. He meant specifically Homo sapiens, and I appreciate the clarification. But he makes it
Cold
clear
pressed
that he's
raw milk
only
is bad.
interested in the diet of Homo sapiens,
It's
and the
still
fact that the
processed.
early hominid species ate plants doesn't matter to him. So fine, we can ignore the parts of my video that pertain to the diet of humans that lived before Homo sapiens. So the other big semantic issue we both spend
The bacteria is most of the benefit.
probably
from
way
raw
too
milk
much
as well.
time in both of our videos on
Compared
was
to
the
eating
proper
meat.
definition of what a carnivore is. What I was trying to point out in my video was that the emotionally charged term hypercarnivore really doesn't mean what it sounds like it means. Carnivore dieters
Bro,
like to
who
claim
cares?
that
It's
based
just
on the stable
semantics.
isotope data, humans weren't just carnivores, they were hypercarnivores.
Yeah, they were more carnivorous than wolves and hyenas.
This is completely misleading without the proper context,
It
though.
doesn't matter.
It gives people the impression that humans are carnivores in the same sense that a lion or crocodile would be. Carnivore YouTubers online are taking this definition completely out of context, so they're being misleading to their viewers when they say that humans were hypercarnivores. This hypercarnivore terminology comes from a paper written in the 1980s that classified predators according to how much of their diet consisted of meat. Predators like bears, raccoons, and foxes, as well as some ape species, are actually omnivores, but they eat different proportions of meat versus plants. So the terms hypercarnivore, mesocarnivore, and hypocarnivore were invented to classify the behaviors of these animals according to how much meat they eat. But this is just a behavioral classification, and it's different from the physiological classifications of carnivores versus omnivores versus herbivores. So there is a big difference between a behavioral carnivore and a true obligate physiological
Yeah, to give these
carnivore like a
gosh, I
lion
know,
or
bro. Literally, who cares? It's just
crocodile
semantics.
that cannot
Like, the fact that humans are hypercarnivores, okay, so what if it doesn't mean anything that they're hypercarnivores? No one cares, bro. The point is that they're more carnivorous than most animals that eat meat. Humans in nature are more carnivorous than wolves and hyenas. Omnivore literally means nothing. I know. Carnivore means more than 20% meat. If you fart, you're probably drinking milk, that's why.
Macronutrients from plant-based sources. True carnivores literally need animal protein, or they will starve to death because they cannot derive energy from plants the way humans and other true omnivorous animals can.
Yeah, what about a tiger?
FaceIQ is right that this is just a semantics discussion, but it's still important to bring up anyways, because carnivore dieters are the ones who like to claim that ancient humans weren't just carnivores, they were hyper-carnivores,
It doesn't
which
look
sounds
red to
much
me.
more impressive than it really is.
I might be
30% of your
I don't know.
diet could come from plants, and you'd still be labeled as a hyper-carnivore.
Is it wrong? Why bother watching him? Because I
according
want
to
to
this
see his points.
classification scheme, but that's a far cry from eating nearly
Because I'm open to
100% meat like a true obligate
other
carnivore
points.
like a lion or crocodile would.
Most of the carnivores people don't get this. What we consume glucose is from the really dead animals. Yeah, but it's very low amounts of glycogen, and you can't really get glucose without fructose as well. So, watch Flight? Hell no, I'm gonna get
In
copyrighted
fact,
again.
after a lot of back and forth, FaceIQ sort of concedes the point that humans are omnivores, but then he says it doesn't matter because the optimal diet is still a heavily meat-based
When did he say that? What, humans are omnivores today? Yeah, sure.
diet.
I'm not interested in that, honestly. So I would even concede this, and you can call a human an omnivore if you think they are. The point is, we are meat dominant, very meat dominant. Meat is what is providing our essential nutrition, not apples.
But FaceIQ still can't seem to make up his mind about this. It's like he really, really wants to make the case that
His
humans
voice
are
is so low test.
true
Yeah.
carnivores, but he doesn't have the data to qualify that claim. He says that we have retained some
Potatoes have
ability
too
to
much
digest
fiber.
plants from our evolutionary
Human vegans getting saying the same. Yeah, I
past when
know.
human ancestors had a more
It's
herbivorous
true.
diet. For example,
Am I
he says
wagey?
the
What's
reason
that?
that humans still have the
Oh, wait,
salivary
yeah.
amylase
Yeah, I'm
enzymes
a
is
wagey.
because we used to eat plants, and there was
no,
no
I'm joking.
evolutionary pressures for humans to
Still ate shit, so it's not consuming. What? We still ate shit, so not consuming any will make you feel like total shit.
lose these enzymes once they started eating meat.
There was no evolutionary pressure to make us lose our salivary amylase enzyme. There was no pressure that would say it's
Bro,
detrimental.
I honestly
to be
don't
able to
care
use
about
starches
these evolutionary
fruit as
arguments.
fuel.
It's all just religion to me.
Obviously, doesn't mean it's ideal for us or optimal.
How do you afford good food while unemployed?
But then he claims that we really can't properly eat plants because we have a relatively
My
small
parents save my
cecum,
food.
even though there are other omnivorous animals that also have small cecums like pigs, and there are even some omnivores that have no cecum at all, like bears.
Okay,
So this is hardly a
sure,
valid point.
I don't care. I don't know what the cecum is. I'm sorry, but all I know is that pigs have a stomach acid of around 3 to 4, which is like over 30 times more, around 30 times more acidic, less acidic than ours at 1.3 to 1.5, and also their colon is way longer.
In the end, though, he
So,
concedes that our
compared to
ability
their
to
body,
eat plants was actually a
like their
survival
colon-
advantage.
What's the word? I used it in my other video, my proving humans are carnivores video. Colon, I forgot the word.
Even if in his own
FaceIQ said he's acoustic after he started reading.
mind,
He's
a
just clip
red meat
farming,
only
bro.
diet is still the ideal diet.
Yes, we are more adapted to be able to use more fuel sources than other carnivores simply due to our evolution, our past. We have evolutionary pressures that shaped us so we would remain being able to eat fruits and starches and such. That does not mean those are optimal. It's just an evolutionary advantage to have more fuel sources, as he agreed on.
But the thing is, these omnivorous traits are not just some leftover vestigial remnants of our ancient evolutionary past. They're still in active use today. Humans still produce the salivary amylase enzymes because we still benefit from eating starches.
How, bro?
Despite
Okay,
FaceIQ
that's your
conceding
opinion,
that
man.
humans are indeed omnivores, he still tries to blur the distinction between true carnivores and omnivores by claiming that even true carnivores like lions can survive on a plant-based diet. His only evidence for this is an anecdotal report of a lion named Little Tyke who supposedly lived for 9 years on a vegetarian diet.
And in fact, there's actually a vegetarian lion that lived 10 years, which I think will be a point that we'll come back to Bite Hair Cafe here.
The big distinction here is that carnivores will starve to death if they don't have meat. Omnivores won't.
Like,
I didn't
false-
read
let's
started
listen
as
to that again.
started.
Is that carnivores will starve to death if they don't have meat.
Started and
Omnivores
started
won't.
sound very similar.
Alright, so he's just flat out wrong here, and I'll show you an example actually. Here we have Something very interesting. Here we have Little Tyke, the vegetarian lion.
Yeah, and yeah, we ate plants as starvation food. So yeah.
This lion did not eat any meat for 10 years. And he lived 10 years, about half of what he should have lived, which is what's going to happen to you if you go plant-based or vegan typically, especially vegan. You'll probably live about half as long as you should have. This is a vegetarian lion. I'm not going to go through the entire article, but yep, lived 10 years, no meat. Let's listen to that again.
Consumption. The big distinction here is that carnivores will starve to death if they don't have meat.
I'm not American, but I'm
Unequivocally
Australian.
false.
I just have a weak accent because I'm
So just due to the
lion.
natural world we live in, yes, every organism on planet Earth is going to consume both plants and animals to a
Yeah, I know. He just says his claim without underpinning it.
certain
It's
extent,
insane.
but that misses the point. A carnivorous animal
Keep
like a
saying
shark
that.
will starve to death if there's no meat in its diet. An herbivorous animal like an elephant
Well, if you consider a lion carnivorous, again, we have an example of a vegetarian lion without meat that lived 9 years.
Yeah, I think they made the lion eat vegetable, like a plant-based diet. I think what they meant by vegetarian is it had dairy and eggs though.
Okay. There you are.
though will starve to death if
Just patently false. Blatantly.
Patently.
Yeah, there you are.
Face IQ seems to think this one anecdote about Little Tyke, the adorable vegetarian lion, disproves my claims that true carnivorous animals cannot survive without eating meat, and so he thinks this is
Where's the
checkmate.
proof that
but it's
carnivorous
not.
animals can't?
So this story of Little Tyke the lion is very old. It's from the 1940s. So supposedly, this baby lion named Tyke was born in the zoo and refused to eat any meat. It was adopted by a human family, and the lion lived for 9 years eating grains, eggs, and milk. However, there is great reason to be highly skeptical of this story. First of all, even if Little Tyke's diet includes some animal products like milk and eggs, her diet would still be deficient in taurine. This is very important because humans can synthesize their own taurine, but lions cannot, and taurine deficiency causes blindness and cardiomyopathy in felines. So even if Little Tyke survived on this diet, she would have been very sick on it.
Yeah, but milk and eggs still have taurine. Just very little.
As it turns out, Little Tyke the lion tragically died of pneumonia, most likely due to malnutrition at the age of 9, which is far shorter than the average lifespan of a lion in captivity, which ranges from 15 to 20 years of age. Little Tyke was never examined by
Yeah, in small amounts. It doesn't matter. He said it has none.
any independent veterinarians in order to truly assess her health or her diet.
Well, I
We
don't know.
only
Wait, let me go back. I don't want to say that if you didn't.
diet would still be deficient in taurine. This is very important. Products like milk and eggs, her diet would still be deficient in taurine.
Yeah, but just
this
because
is
it's
very
deficient doesn't
important
mean
because
it's
as
gonna
blind,
die
she
for
would have been very
malnutrition.
sick on it. As it turns out,
He proved Face IQ's point.
Little Tyke the lion
Oh,
tragically
right,
died of
understand.
pneumonia, most likely due to malnutrition at the age of 9, which is far shorter than the average lifespan of a lion in captivity, which ranges from 15 to 20 years of age. Little Tyke was never examined by any independent veterinarians in order to truly assess her health or her diet. We only have the word of her owner that she ate no meat, and her owner published a book about Tyke and claimed that the existence of Tyke was some kind of biblical miracle. Of course, you only can claim something is a miracle if it goes against accepted science, which is the fact that lions can't live without eating meat.
It's not accepted science, bro.
So, given the attention and profitability of this particular lion, it is very possible that this was a complete hoax. It wouldn't be the first time someone perpetuated a hoax for fame and fortune. Religious groups have used the story to claim that Little Tyke was a fulfillment of a biblical prophecy, specifically the
Bro,
verses in the Bible
what?
that describe a future where the wolf and the
Yeah, that's crazy, but like, but eggs and milk still have very small amounts of
lamb
taurine.
and the lion and the calf
So it
will
could
coexist
survive.
peacefully. In fact, most of the information about Little Tyke can be found on religious and creationist websites like creation.com. So, this story was never confirmed by any scientist and probably falls into the same category as most
By the way,
UFO
humans have a more acidic stomach acid than lions by about like almost 10 times. So, yeah.
and Bigfoot sightings. It certainly does not disprove the known biological fact that a lion would starve to death in the wild without eating meat. Humans, on the other hand, will never starve to death if they
Believe the
eat enough
soyance,
plants.
yeah, I
It's
know, bro.
possible they could
What the hell?
develop other health problems if they don't supplement the vitamins
What he's talking about is probably some like actual biochemistry which says that lions can't survive without eating animals, not as in the muscle and organs and blood and fat of animals. It might just mean the animal nutrition, which can also be found in milk and eggs.
found exclusively in meat, like vitamin B12 for
Rabbit's
instance,
stomach
but they
has
will never
acid
die.
so 1 or 2. Wait, actually. Wow, that's interesting, actually. I actually didn't know that. What's their colon index, though? It's probably very high. Okay, tell me the colon index, please, without telling me what colon index is. Thank you. Come on, man. How long is this gonna take?
Of starvation like true carnivores would, because humans are omnivores, not carnivores. They can get energy from both plants and animal products. So
Okay, so a tiger can also get energy from plants. That's such a dumb claim. It's just because we can get energy, bro, we can get energy from plants and meat, and so can a lion. It doesn't matter. Doesn't mean it's optimal. Tell me the colon index, bro. Much higher than in carnivores. Yes, thank you. In tens of percent of wait, what? Yeah, tens of percent of the total gut length. Yeah, okay. So it's way higher, obviously a herbivorous colon index, unlike us.
the story about Little Tyke the lion is cute, but it doesn't disprove what we know about the
Wait, did I
biology
say
of carnivores.
herbivorous? I meant to say herbivorous, if I didn't.
Not by a long shot.
Why does my liver taste bitter? Because it's shit quality. It's probably grain-fed or from medicated animals.
So, the next big point of contention here in the video is the stable isotope data that supposedly
I
shows
wanted
that
to
humans
debunk
in Northern
this
Europe ate a lot of
so
meat
bad.
during the last
Try to
ice
debunk
age
this
that
and-
ended about 12,000 years ago.
Wait,
In
what? Did you
Northern
say
Europe ate a lot of
It was Northern America, bro. What are you talking
meat
about?
during the last ice age that ended about 12,000 years ago. In my video, I made the case that the stable isotope data that FaceIQ venerates overestimates the
Yeah,
amount of meat
you
that
made a
ancient
dumb
humans
theory.
actually ate because of the presence of maggots in the rotting meat that they ate. Primitive humans would often eat the remains of animals killed by other predators because they were scavengers, and
So
so
did
they
wolves
would
and
eat what was
hyenas, and we
essentially
still-
carrion meat. That sounds really
we
gross,
still
but
scored
humans are
higher,
actually naturally
13
scavengers
to 14
who often
nitrogen
ate
content than
carrion
them.
meat killed by other animals, and this isn't a vestigial trait. Even many modern cultures like the Inuits will regularly
we
eat
know,
and
bro.
enjoy
I
rotting
do as
meat.
well.
It's even considered a delicacy by them.
Yes,
there
we
are also
know.
several African
Okay,
cultures that
guys,
traditionally
idiot.
eat rotten meat.
Come on.
Humans are unique as they're the only animal that will store meat for later consumption, and ancient humans had no problem eating rotten meat, just like many cultures do today. The latest stable isotope data shows that humans ate less meat during the Ice Age than earlier studies indicated.
What?
Humans had no problem eating rotten meat, just like many cultures do today. The latest stable isotope data shows that
Neanderthals, yeah, cool. That's not Homo sapiens. What are you, bro? Like, what are you talking about, bro? We're talking about Homo sapiens
humans
here.
ate less meat during the Ice Age than earlier studies indicated. The new data shows that rotting meat by itself
Okay, this guy's like trying to mislead people here. Holy shit! Like he's responding to FaceIQ's claim about Homo sapiens pre-agricultural 12,800 years ago, and then he's talking about Neanderthals, which are like over 50,000 years ago. Like, not Homo sapiens, not our current speciation.
cultures do today. The latest
Where
stable
would you want to
isotope
live?
data
Probably
shows
Paraguay.
that humans ate less meat during the Ice Age than earlier studies
Yeah, this is misleading as shit, bro.
indicated. The new data
It's
shows
just not
that
Homo
rotting meat
sapiens.
by itself is already much higher in stable isotopes than fresh meat. So eating
cool.
rotten meat falsely elevates the stable
Wolves
isotope
and
levels.
hyenas
However,
also
the
do
presence
this,
of
by the way.
maggots drives the stable isotope ratios up even higher. In fact, 8 times higher than what's seen in just regular rotting meat. Several times throughout this video, FaceIQ states very confidently that maggots have the same stable isotope ratio as terrestrial animals, but that's just not correct in the slightest. There is new research showing that the stable isotope data
Did he actually say
overestimates
that?
the amount
That's
of meat
dumb.
that was eaten by ancient humans. That's
Let's see his reasoning for that.
because it's been shown that the maggots found in rotten meat, which is what our so-called apex predator ancestors mostly ate, massively increase the amount of stable isotopes in their bones. This is because
Yeah, his maggot theory has a few issues, which we'll let him finish his point and I'll debunk it.
maggots contain a much higher nitrogen stable isotope ratio than terrestrial animals. So this makes it look like we were
That's false, by the way. Actually, it's very, very similar to herbivores. Interesting. That's false.
Contain a much higher nitrogen stable isotope ratio than terrestrial animals. So this makes it look like we were
That's false, by the way. Actually, it's very, very similar to herbivores. Interesting. I didn't catch that flaw the first time.
eating a lot more meat than we really were.
Also, maggots are also an animal food, by the way, Hair Cafe. Just saying.
The new data shows that rotting meat has increased stable isotope ratios, largely because of the presence of maggots in the meat, since the
It's actually extremely close to herbivorous meat. False.
So, based on this new data, archaeologists have concluded that early humans and Neanderthals did not eat as much meat as what was previously thought. They were not hypercarnivores.
Okay, bro, this is the Neanderthals, not Homo sapiens.
Or uber carnivores. So Face IQ backs up his claim by saying that humans had higher stable isotope ratios than lions or wolves. If the ratios are indeed higher than obligate carnivores like lions and wolves, then that is more evidence the ratios are being falsely augmented. Because, just think about this, use some damn common sense. How could humans possibly eat more meat than lions or wolves? These
Oh my god. What? This is not an argument.
Animals eat their meat freshly killed, and so they don't consume a lot of rotting meat with maggots.
Bro, wolves and hyenas are literally scavengers.
So, it's
what
very
are you
clear
talking
here
about?
that the diet of ancient
Yeah,
humans
blue light
falsely
glasses.
increased the stable isotope levels,
Man,
and these levels can't be
wolves
relied
and
upon
hyenas
to
are
estimate how
literally
much
scavengers.
meat these humans were actually eating. Face IQ then tries to back up
It's
what he
8
claims
o'clock.
about the stable isotope data by
8:13.
bringing up other isotope data like the zinc isotope data from tooth enamel and also data from carbon-13 analysis. No, there isn't that much data. We know this because collagen deteriorates completely after 50,000 years, so the
Good thing we have enamel,
research cannot go back any
which shows the same thing. Let's see if I can pull that up as well.
Okay,
The same way.
let's see if you pulled it up.
And again, this shows carnivore level trophic position once again. It's just the fact he's trying to claim like the humans were not severely meat based, if not just purely carnivore, it's such a cope. Like, it just doesn't hold up with anything. Thank you. Also, we can still see what type of meat we're eating with the carbon-13 data, and that was herbivorous meat.
So first he claims that the zinc isotope studies prove that prehistoric Homo sapiens were carnivores, and he looks up a study, but he doesn't actually show the study on screen, and I can think of a pretty good reason why, and that's because the data shows the exact opposite of what he's actually saying. First of all, it is true that zinc isotopes can help on screen
Okay,
and
hold on.
so
What's the study? I'll try
It just
and
doesn't
find
hold
it.
up with anything. Purely carnivore it's such a the fact.
I don't actually know anything about isotope data, but I'll try and
And
figure
again,
it
this
out.
shows carnivore level trophic position once again. And again, zinc isotopes. Here we are.
This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. But get
The same thing.
after 50,000 years, so the
Good thing we have enamel,
research cannot go back any
which shows the same thing. Let's see if I can pull that.
Okay, I'll actually try to find it. Zinc isotope analysis. Pre-agricultural Homo sapiens. Enamel. Carnival, I don't know. Let's see what this shows. No, not Neanderthal, please. It's a new dietary. Okay, let's see this. Zinc isotope ratios of bones and teeth as new dietary indicators results from modern food web. Okay, let's see. Animals. Wait, is this anything to do with humans? Wait, this is nothing to do with humans. Okay. Neanderthals appear they've been carnivores. Yep, cool. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Wait, they were talking about Homo sapiens here, right? Yeah. Paleolithic. Neanderthal. Provide a window. Is this zinc? Yeah. Prehistoric diets. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is probably about Neanderthals too. Oh my god. Why do people care about this bullshit? Okay. Let me read chat. Hold on. Get chat back up. Oh my god. You got liquidated on the recent scam dump? What's that? Axiom tab bros meme coin trading. How do I stop school? I don't know, bro. Just talking points from Eddie and Busy Superhuman though. Does he actually? Yeah, I'm probably on the most sides target list, not gonna lie. Alright, let's find this. Wait, is this about Homo sapiens, bro? No, probably not. Okay, let's try to find a limited protein, high fat diet might explain that. Okay, that's Neanderthals, yep. Bone marrow and brain, we already know this. Mammal, no, okay, I can't find it, sorry.
Pull that up as well.
Let me try and find on ChatGPT. Find zinc isotope data on enamel of Paleolithic Homo sapiens to reconstruct diets. Yeah, I'm not reading the anti-Semitic stuff, bro. Honestly, don't care. High meat, tastes spicy mid, is that okay? Yeah. It's a bit too rotten, but like, I've done that before. Search up text image, copy and paste into chat. What? No, it's not on screen. I can't. It's not this study I'm trying to find. It's a different. It's what he's talking about, which is not on screen. Why you need a passport? Yeah, bro, shut up. Don't look at my shit, bro. Don't look at my shit. Okay, let's see. No, not Neanderthals, bro. It clearly said Homo sapiens, man. Come on, bro. Okay. Isn't bitter bad, bro? I don't know if that's good or not, but all I know is I've done that before and it's been fine. Carnivores typically show lower. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's look at this. Wait, that's not what I wanted to see. This one. Alright, let's see. Trophic ecology of late Pleistocene early modern human from tropical Southeast Asia inferred from zinc isotopes. Oh shit, my camera's dead. My camera is dead, bro. My camera is dead. Okay. Let me put on my just this camera, I guess. It's shitty, but whatever. Webcam. Just swim in a raft? Yeah, bro. From Australia to freaking South America on a raft. Let's go. Did I refuel Minecraft SMP in 2021? I didn't have a Minecraft SMP in 2021, bro. Bro searches the most insane stuff on ChatGPT. Wait, what's even insane about these searches though? Check feminized browrish. Okay, that's all. AdSense or yeah, okay. It's not even. Alright, can I read this study, please? Consistent with an omnivorous diet. Relatively low in animal zinc ratios. Consistent with omnivorous diet. What does that mean though? Omnivorous diet. Like, hold on. What's the ratios? Let me see what ChatGPT said. Typically show lower. Okay. You need a well calculated. Alright. Give me a baseline for carnivores and herbivores and omnivores. Bro, I'm doing a stream. I don't care about my circadian rhythm, man. It's not even late. It's literally 8:30. Okay, herbivores. Yep. Okay, cool. Omnivores. Yep. And carnivores 10 to 20%. All right. 0.24. Wait, what? Hold on. Omnivores 15 to 45. Wait, what? 10 to 20. This is mixed, bro. What? Okay, this is not reliable. It's not a good baseline. Okay, I can't really interpret this because I'm not a scientist, so it's just going off inferences, but let's move on.
Oh yeah, zinc isotopes, here we are. These don't degrade the same way as collagen, so we'll take a look at this. And again, this shows carnivore level trophic position once again. It's just the fact he's trying to.
I wish.
The fact he's trying to claim like the humans were not severely meat based, if not.
Does not understand TSJFL. Yeah, bro. Sorry they don't understand zinc isotopes, bro. I'm a high school dropout. Okay.
It's such a cope. Like it just doesn't hold up with anything. Thank you. Also, we can still see what type of meat we're eating with the carbon-13 data, and that was herbivorous meat.
So first he claims that the zinc isotope studies prove that prehistoric Homo sapiens were carnivores, and he looks up a study, but he doesn't actually show
No,
the study
I understand it, but I just can't interpret it because I haven't learnt about it.
on screen, and I can think of a pretty good reason why, and that's because the data shows the exact opposite of what he's actually saying. First of all, it is true that zinc isotopes can help distinguish between the diet of a carnivore, an omnivore, and an herbivore, as you can see in this chart. But in reality, the zinc isotope studies that have been done show that ancient humans were actually omnivores. Here's a study on ancient humans in Laos where the zinc isotope data confirmed that the diet was omnivorous, and these were actual Homo sapiens we're talking about here, who were living between...
I don't know, bro, because ChatGPT told me that the carnivore ratio was between 10 and 20, and then the omnivore ratio was between 15 and 45, and those are overlapping, so that's not very consistent.
40 and 60,000 years ago. These weren't ancient hominids. A similar study was done...
Bro, okay, I'll go to sleep in like 30 minutes. I just want to finish this video.
On late Stone Age hunter-gatherers living about 15,000 years ago, so even more recent. To quote the study, quote, our results unequivocally demonstrate a substantial plant-based component in...
What? I'm sorry, what? Unequivocally demonstrated a plant-based diet? Let me look at this.
Stone Age hunter...
What was the percent?
Gatherers living about 15,000 years ago. So even more recent. To quote the study, quote, our results unequivocally demonstrate a substantial plant-based component in the diets of these hunter-gatherers, unquote. So I guess Face IQ is forgetting what the gatherer part of hunter-gatherer refers to. Also, he brings up the carbon-13 data, but he fails to...
Bro, wait, what is this study though? I'm not going to go through every study, but want to see what this is. Okay, that's just someone's opinion. How can I like hold, like get the whatever? I just want to copy that. So topic. Wait, let me just get the PubMed ID. 38684738. Oh my god, doing. 38684738. Okay, bro. Alright, let's see the data. Yeah, I don't know how to. What is this chart, man? I don't know what that means. Okay, let's see. Homo sapiens 2.5. This does not suggest a plant-based diet at all. What? Hold on. It doesn't even tell it. What's the ratios? Adult human zinc enamel percentage 0.9. Wait, 0.6 to 0. Okay, this study just debunks it. This study just debunks it, bro. Look. Literally. Okay, the fox is there. Wait, what? I swear this is supposed to be different. Okay, I don't know. That's like a little bit higher than a fox though. But then that's there as well. What's that, a deer? Yeah, I don't know. This is so speculative, bro. This is not even accurate at all. C3 omnivore. C4 humans up there. What the fuck does this mean, dog? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Let me look at this map. That's cool. Are they inferring that was touching before? I don't know. Okay, yeah, I don't get the thing, the study, but it seems like bullshit to me. You have to reading one go just think I'm a scientist. Bro, that's not me, but like, I'm not an archaeologist either. I know more about chemistry than this.
15,000 years ago. So
I mean, this is chemistry, but
even more recent. To quote the
I don't know about this
study, quote, our results unequivocally demonstrate a substantial plant-based component in the
unequivocally is crazy though. Like,
diets of these hunter-gatherers, unquote. So
Paste
I guess
into
Face
ChatGPT
IQ is forgetting what the gatherer part of hunter-gatherer refers to.
It's probably won't sum the graphs though, so.
So he brings up the carbon-13
okay,
data,
bro,
but he fails to mention that carbon-13 analysis can't determine how much of the isotope came from plants versus animals who eat plants. So
carbon-13.
So it is completely useless in trying to determine.
Although such work cannot tell if, for example, hominid is. Is that true? I don't know.
Determine how much of the diet came from plants versus animals. So carbon-13 isn't a reliable metric to
Euler's number. I know what Euler's
determine
number
what our
is.
diets
It's like
looked like in ancient times. All this research debunks the idea that humans were hyper-carnivores. Even during the Ice Age in Northern Europe, there is no good evidence that humans met the criteria of being hyper-carnivores at any point during the Ice Age. The newest data proves that this was not the case. Also, the idea that there were no plants available for human consumption during the Ice Age is just flat out wrong. People are acting like there were no plant foods around during the Ice Age because the land was just some frozen desert like Antarctica is today. But that's completely incorrect. Plants adapted and obviously survived the Ice Age, or they wouldn't still be here today.
Yeah.
The fact is that even during the Ice Age, there was
raw honey and cane sugar, but
plentiful plant
like
life all over the world except for Antarctica, of course. If the Ice Age was just some frozen wasteland, then there would have been no herbivores during that time.
Wait, hold on.
Even during the Ice Age, there was plentiful plant life all over the world except for Antarctica, of course.
Yeah, what are you gonna eat though?
During the Ice Age, there was plentiful plant life all over the world except for Antarctica, of course. If the Ice Age was just some frozen wasteland, then there would have been no herbivores during that time, but there were plenty of them, including non-ruminant herbivores like the woolly mammoth and the woolly rhinoceros. It makes perfect sense that these animals existed, because if herbivorous animal species can evolve to survive in colder climates, then why wouldn't plants be able to evolve to do the exact same thing? There are plenty of edible plant species that existed during the Ice Age in northern Europe, like berries, tubers, nuts, seeds, and legumes. If herbivorous animals are able to survive in the Ice Age,
what you're gonna eat toxic tubers that are super bitter
on meat, then certainly humans.
I mean, yeah, people did eat tubers occasionally. It's more of a starvation food though. But leaves and seeds,
could have found
definitely
plant
not. No, I
sources
don't
of
drink
food
coffee,
too,
bro.
especially since we have archaeological data
Yeah, gonna eat raw plants and grass. Yeah, exactly.
showing
what
that
the
our
fuck.
hominid ancestors have used tools to cultivate and harvest plants as far back as 7.
Okay, let's see this. Okay, that doesn't matter though. That's not Homo sapiens anyway.
180,000 years ago. Also, there's just something I have to talk about because I haven't heard anyone else bring this up. This argument about all humans being forced to eat meat during the Ice Age because there are no plant species available is really ethnocentric. It's not like ancient humans only existed in the cold, harsh climates of
No
Europe.
one's saying that, bro.
Humans originated in
North
Africa,
America.
which is closer to
Okay,
the equator
bro,
and has
this
tropical
guy's just
regions
really
that are
just not-
abundant with edible plant life all year
Where's the
round,
evidence?
even during the winter.
There's
Humans
no proof for
migrated to
this.
Europe only about 50,000 years ago, but many humans stayed behind in the warm tropics. Humans spread out, but they didn't abandon the regions where they came from. Even 50,000 years ago, there were humans living in Africa, in the Middle East, in India, and in other regions that are close to the equator, which still would have been warm and tropical even during the Ice Age. In fact, there were more tropical regions back then than there are today, since human activity has destroyed most
Why
of the
even watch this
rainforest to
stupid
create
shit?
cattle
Hurts my
feedlots
head.
in order to meet.
Yeah, bro, I just want to see if there's any other stupid claims that I can debunk, because I don't really know anything about step-by-step analysis. Only very little. Okay, bro, why are you saying brutal IPD when I have glasses on? Cool. Alright, bro, I'm going to bed. I'm ending this dumb stream, nigga. Later, nigga.